Yo, peace, family. It's your boy Zay-P, Zay-P the I am. I am that I am, as you are that you are, for we are all that we are. From the individual to the many, for the many comes the all, and the all is one. So your boy's back at it. I wanted to drop a new video, hoping to get maybe one or two more out before the end of the year, which is just a couple of days from now. So whenever you are seeing this video, know that it is coming to you in divine timing, and you are meant to see this, regardless if you're seeing this in the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021 or some other time period thereafter. That said, for those who are new or those who don't know who I am, Zay-P the I am your divine energy channel. I basically work with energy. I channel energy. I channel messages from higher realms and higher spirits, from my higher self, from the I am essence that is directly connected with me, and my own stream of consciousness and source-based wisdom. That said, I also do healing, coaching, mentorship, all that good stuff. If you're not aware, you're not up to date, be sure to like the Instagram, Zay-P the I am, or hit me up on my Facebook page if you're looking to book a one-on-one session or services. And that's over at facebook.com/im.zayp. Now, that out of the way, what I want to get into today, I've been tapping in a little bit, doing my own internal work for the day. That's coming in for not only just myself, but for much of the collective, is the idea of our worthiness, our own personal sovereignty, and our worthiness, to simply be, be here, be present in the moment, to simply be confident and capable, in the sense that we know we are deserving of the things that we desire, that we are deserving of the life we're choosing to create or we wish to create, that we're deserving of those things that we often limit ourselves from having because of our own unworthy based feelings. A lot of times these unworthy based feelings will come from the voices that we've learned, that we've heard throughout our lives, that we may have heard from our parents, that we may have heard through schools, that we may have just simply heard through society. A lot of the programming of the culture today is really based on this idea that the collective is the end all be all, and the individuals are okay to be sacrificed. And nothing's further from the truth. It is the individuals that create the collective, and the collective is nothing without the individuals. Although as the collective, we tend to get to the point where we can assume that one individual is expendable. But if we keep making individuals expendable, eventually the collective runs out of individuals. Eventually the collective becomes less and less. This is how majority becomes the minority. Eventually that minority becomes just one individual, because you keep chipping away. You need the individuals to create and fulfill the collective. With that said, on our own individual paths and spectrums, we have so much worth-based issues. So many of us are not feeling worthy of the things we desire. We're not feeling worthy of the lives we want to create. We're not feeling that we have that permission, or that we have that sovereignty, or even that freedom to go out and get these things, or to live the life that we truly want in that authentic, unique expression that we are. The messages that's coming through today is that whatever you see yourself as, we are all seeds. We are all seeds of life. Now, there's a term going around in a lot of spiritual sects or new age sects where we have a lot of people who identify as star seeds. Star seeds are people who really resonate with the idea that they've had alternative life experiences in other planets, that they're here mainly just to serve the purpose of this particular planet and the collective, to help uplift others around them, which is a beautiful thing. But the fact of the matter is, if you are here, if you have incarnated here on Earth, if you are having a life here on Earth, whether you resonate with the term starseed or not, you are also an Earth seed. All right. All people, all individuals that are here based in this reality, who were born, who have incarnated and having actual life cycles, are actually Earth seeds. You may still be a star seed. This is not to negate that, but you're also an Earth seed. But whether you resonate with earth seed or star seed, the messages that's been coming to me is that we are all seeds of light. We are all seeds of life, not just seeds of light, because we also contain darkness within us. Within the seed, there is light and dark. There's a balance. That's the only way that light and dark has any real meaning or definition. The truth of the matter is light and dark is one and the same. It's all intertwined and enfolded into the same unit. But we tend to micro manage everything and split it and make differentiations and make distinctions and put filters of preferences and use filters from perspection and make choices about this is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. I like this, I do not like that. You're wrong for this, I'm right for that, etc., etc. But the truth of the matter is all is one. It is all one thing. And we, as seeds of that one thing, have all within us. Whether we choose to relate on this particular thing or relate to this particular thing, whether we resonate with this particular message or we resonate with another, it's all within us. Somewhere within us, there's that dark side that we are trying to hide from, or that we may try to run from, or that some of us may actually do the work and face and deal with. And somewhere within us, there's that light side, which, some of us may not even recognize that we have it, that we are capable of being more blessed beings for others, that we are capable of giving and showing ourselves in these higher and more ascended aspects. Some of us may not even believe that we're capable of doing such, because again, back to the worthiness thing. And so the messages that's coming through today is this idea that in 2021, as I stated with one of the last videos, the idea of choices coming up and this timeline split. In 2021, we're being really encouraged to lean into the choices, to lean into the things that are really representing our true natures, our true desires, and not to shy away from them, not to fear them, not to run away from them or diminish them because we feel unworthy of that, because we feel that we are not capable, or that we are somehow undeserving, or that we have somehow not earned this thing. The huge message coming through to me directly from source consciousness is that we are all worthy. We are all children under the great I am. We have all been able to incarnate for a reason. We came here for a reason, and that reason is not life's purpose. That reason is not doing this particular mission or doing that particular mission. It is all an experience. We are all here for an experience, and these experiences are helping us to grow individually and collectively. Consciously, us as individuals do not have influence over the greater collective, but what we do individually influences the greater collective in more ways than we could possibly imagine. And when we choose to stay aligned in our resonance and stay aligned with what is truly for us, when we choose to believe in our own worthiness and allow ourselves to pursue these paths and pursue these things that really resonate with us, then we do the most good for the collective. We do the most good for the all. And we sit strongly in our own worthiness. When we choose to conform, we choose to conform to what the collectives are saying. When we choose to listen and play life small, when we choose to do what everyone else thinks that we should be doing, what's best for us, above our own internal spectrum, above our own internal voices, that is when we fall off a path. That is when we go onto a path that is not authentically our own, that path that is typically of a lesser timeline, of a lesser quality of life. 2021, this new shift that we've just gone through in these upcoming years is all about learning how to have that confidence in ourselves to really embrace and accept our own worthiness and start to live true to the lives that we really want. The doors are open. Opportunities all around. The world around us is changing exponentially, whether we're shifting into a more technological era, whether we're gaining more insights spiritually, whether the spiritual and the psychological and the therapeutic are bridging gaps and mixing together and coming to be one. We are all ascending in ways that really is allowing us to come closer to our truer nature. But we do not get to experience this if we stay stuck in past mindsets of needing to do what others, what the world, what society is saying we're needing to do. Society overall has conditioned us to play things small, because when we play small, when we choose to just be a cog, when we choose to just live life along the same lines that has been established for generations and generations by others, well then we feed ourselves into that system that continues to uplift those in power, uplift those who are in control, those who have set the spectrum and herd the masses. But we're coming into the time where the masses no longer need to be herded. The masses need to really recognize that we are not captured sheep. We are not stuck in the pen, that the doors have been flung open and we are free to roam. We are free to graze the fields as we choose. And we are free to live our life as free beings. Despite the conditioning that has been around for generations, now is the time. This is your invitation to step up and take back your authority, take back your sovereignty, take back ownership of your own life. And we can only do that when we tap into that when we tap into that inner knowing of our own worthiness. We, you, myself, we are all worthy. We would not be here if we were not worthy. The simple fact that we are here is what makes us worthy. Worthy of what? Worthy of life. We are expressions of life, and if we cannot acknowledge that and we cannot allow life to unfold as life needs to unfold in truth, well then we repress life. We subject it, we stuff it down, and we snuff it out. It is time for us to stop snuffing out life and to allow life to grow, because life is going to grow and unfold and unfurl in every possible way it can. Whether we choosing to silence and snuff ourselves out, or whether we allow ourselves to grow and unflower in all the beautiful ways that we're meant to. But we can only do that once we allow and truly trust in our own worthiness. You're worthy of having the things you want. You're worthy of having the dreams that you choose. You're worthy of living the life that you want. Whether you want to have a family, whether you want to generate some sort of wealth, whether you want to break ancestral lineages and break limiting mindsets, you're worthy of it all, because this is life. Life is unfolding through us. Life is not happening to you. It is unfolding through you, through the choices that you make, through the actions you take, through the life you lead. And you can only live the fullest life when you are knowing of your worthiness. There's no why. You need no justification. You need no excuse to be here. There is no reason. There's no purpose. There's none of that. There only is what is. And what is you and me. We are here. We are one. We are life. And life can come together and work together in co-creative ways. And life can splinter and do its own individual things. And life can come and work against each other. There's no right or wrong to this. But if we're being truthful to ourselves, and we're being authentic in where we stand and in our truth, and we allow ourselves to be and to pursue those things that really light a fire in our soul, you absolutely cannot get this wrong. So the message today is to know in your worthiness, to trust in your worthiness, to trust in that divine connection of the spark source energy that resides in you, to honor yourself as you honor thy father and thy mother God, for you are an expression of thy father and thy mother God. So that is the only message that I wanted to come through today and drop. I know the message meandered a little bit. I wasn't fully sure, but Spirit has been guiding me to just jump on camera, drop more of these messages more consistently, whether or not I have it in my head beforehand. So here it is. I hope it resonates. Be sure to hit the page, like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're growing out the platform. I appreciate each and every one of y'all with so much love and gratitude. Blessings.